Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, guys. So my name is Muhammad Fadli, and I am now is a English teacher of this class, replacing the old ones. So, do you know, guys, what we're discuss about right now? So the last week we discussed about simple present tense. It mainly describe the action that you're doing right now. And the simple past tense is mainly discuss about the action that you're doing in the past, like yesterday or maybe last week. It includes in the simple past tense. So, the simple past tense is a verb tense used to express action or state that occurred and were complete in the past. In this tense, the verb typically indicates an action or event that happened at a specific time in the past, or it denotes a habitual or repeated action in the past. Let's delve into the details of simple past tense. So, who knows about the simple past tense, guys? If you know, can you describe it for me? Okay, you? Okay, that's good. Uh, okay. So, let's continue. So, the first is forming the simple past tense. For regular verbs, the simple past tense is formed by adding ed to the base form of the verb. For example, like walk or walk, talk become talk, play become played. However, there are irregular verbs that have different form in the past tense. For example, go become went, it become late, see become saw. These verbs do not follow the regular ed patterns. So the next, we're gonna discuss about the using the simple past tense. The simple past tense is used to talk about complete action or even in the past. For example, like she finished her homework last night. It can also be used to describe a series of complete action or events. For example, I woke up, brushed my teeth, and had breakfast. Habitual or repeated action in the past are expressed using the simple past tense. For example, he always plays soccer on Saturday. It can be used to indicate a past state or condition. For example, she was happy yesterday. Time expression. Time expression are often used with the simple past tense to indicate when the action or event occurred. So, like I told you before, like yesterday or last week, uh, it includes in the time expression. Some common time expression used with the simple past tense included yesterday, last night, last week, in 2005 ago, and many more. So, you can use the simple past tense for the past time, like yesterday, last week, or last year, or maybe 10 years ago. It include in past tense. You can use simple past tense like maybe tomorrow you can use that, or today you can use simple past tense. It mainly used in the past time. So the next, we're going to discuss about negative and interrogative forms about simple past tense. Okay, to form a negative sentence in the simple past tense, use the auxiliary verb did plus not plus base form of the verb. Uh, do you guys know the simple past tense have negative and interrogative form in negative and interrogative forms too. So, for example, like they did not go to the party. In interrogative sentence, the auxiliary verb did is placed at the beginning of the sentence, followed by the subject and the base form of the verb. For example, did you see the movie? Okay, so next is I'm going to give you more example about the simple past tense. So the affirmative is I finished my work yesterday, and the negative is like she did not eat breakfast this morning. The interrogative is like did they arrive on time? Okay, so next I'm going to discuss about exception and irregular verbs. As mentioned earlier, some verbs have irregular forms in the simple past tense. For example, I went to the store. He ate a sandwich. Or they say a movie. This example of exception and irregular verb of simple past tense. So the next is spelling rules. There are certain spelling rules to consider when forming the simple past tense. For example, verbs ending in e drop the e before adding ed. For example, like love become loved. And verbs ending in a consonant followed by the stress vowel and another consonant double the final consonant before adding, like ed. I told you. So to remember to practice using the simple past tense in various contexts to become more familiar with its usage and to enhance your overall English language skills. So the next I'm going to talk about a few additional aspects to consider when understanding and using the simple past tense. When you're using simple past tense, um, don't forget the use of time markers like yesterday, last week, 2 days ago are commonly used with simple past tense to provide a specific time frame for the action or event that occurred in the past. For example, I saw her yesterday. So that is the function of time markers in the simple past tense. So the next is duration of the past action. The simple past tense is typically used to describe action or event that happened and were complete in the past. It doesn't specify the duration or how long the action took place. For example, he studied for 2 hours last night. It indicates the action of studying was complete within that 2 hour period. So, you can use the duration as much as you like, as long as in the past. So, don't use simple past tense for the future action or the action that we're doing right now. So, simple past tense is used in stories and narratives too. The simple past tense frequently uses storytelling to describe past events and action. It helps create a sense of chronological order and makes the narrative more engaging. For example, once upon a time, the life of princess. It mainly the word mainly in the first like uh, a millennial ago or uh, a long time ago. Nah, it includes in the simple past tense. Remember that. So the next simple past tense is used in the historical event and facts. When discussing historical event or starting fact about the past, the simple past tense is commonly used. For example, the First World War ended in 1918. Yeah. So historical event and fact it could in simple past tense. So the next is conditional sentence. The simple past tense can be used in conditional sentence to express a hypothetical situation in the past. For example, if I had known, I would have helped you. If I had known, you know, the sentence, it means it happened in the past. So you say like, if I had known, I would have helped you. So uh, if 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 he knows, he would help her. So it means the action already happened in the past. The next is reporting past speech. When reporting someone's word or thought in the past, the simple past tense is used. For example, she said, I went to the park. Or she said, I went to the store. The next is contrast with present perfect tense. The simple past tense is different from the present perfect tense. The simple past focuses on action that occurred and were complete in the past, while the present perfect indicate action that happened in the past but have a connection to the present. For example, I ate an apple it is a simple past versus I have eaten an apple is a present perfect. Remember, practice is key to mastering the simple past tense. By using it in a conversation, writing exercise, and reading materials, you'll become more comfortable and fluent in using this tense correctly. So, I'm going to give you an exercise. You're going to make a sentence about a simple past tense, and after done, you can send it to me uh, in Google Classroom, or you can send it to the Gmail. Okay, that's it for me. Um, Remember to study the simple past tense after you go home. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.